So, hey friends, today's topic is quite different, quite interesting because in this podcast we are going to talk about the conspirator, manipulator, and the man who created Mahabharata, Uncle Shakuni. You may have seen him in Mahabharata series on Star Plus, or you may have read the actual Mahabharata. I don't know, but you will heard this person because he is the most elaborated character in Mahabharata series. And at the end of this podcast, you will come to know that why Shakuni after his death go to heaven and why he has his own separate temple like gods. So, if you read Mahabharata clearly, you'll find that no character can be judged. No character can be said as he is good or he is bad. There is a backstory of each and every character which is inspirational, which teaches us something or the other. So, returning to our podcast, returning to our topic, so our story begins from in Afghanistan, modern day Afghanistan. Before at ancient times, it was called as Gandhar. There was a king named Subal, a very renowned king. He has one daughter and one son named Gandhari and Uncle Shakuni. One day, a priest came to his kingdom and said that your daughter is a danger to her future husband because her handlines are not very proper, and to avoid that we must first marry her to some animal and then kill that animal and later marry her to a human, a perfect human. Then later they married Gandhari to a animal. Later that animal was killed and later Gandhari was married to Dhritarashtra, king of Kuru. All set, all clear. So, it is said that Gandhari was married forcefully to Dhritarashtra because Dhritarashtra with his army forced Gandhari to marry him. It is said that in the plan of Dhritarashtra, Bhishma was also included. And Shakuni at that time, some or the other, he was feeling grudged, he was feeling betrayed. And later Gandhari also just closed her eyes forever, means with a cloth, because her husband was blind. Therefore, she decided to stay blind for rest of her life with a cloth tying on her eyes. Shakuni felt more betrayed and he was cursing himself and his family. But later, when Dhritarashtra came to know that his father, the Gandhari's father, had married Gandhari to an animal before him, he was angry. He captured all family of Gandhari and just kept them in jail. Later, to kill them faster, he just gave them one feast of rice. Later, king of Gandhar came to know that one feast of rice couldn't be enough for his 100 sons and he would die. He came to know that he would die and one feast of rice is not enough for his 100 sons. Later he took a test of each and every son. Shakuni was the most smallest among them all. What king did is he took a bone and he said that whoever passes this thread inside this bone, I'll give them this one feast of rice throughout the imprisonment. Okay, all clear? No one could do it. After Shakuni just tied a thread, small thread to an ant and later passed that ant through that bone. There was a small hole in that bone. Shakuni passed the test and he was given one feast of rice every day to eat and live. And Later Shakuni saw his father dying. Later Shakuni saw his sons dying, his brothers dying. 199 of 99% of his brothers were killed in prison. Later, when King Subal was dying, he asked Dhritarashtra to spare his young son Shakuni. And later, after some years, Dhritarashtra had 100 sons. The game of karma, 100 sons and one daughter. And later, each and every son of Dhritarashtra was killed in Mahabharat epic, the great war of Mahabharata. What this teaches us that Shakuni, Uncle Shakuni, a conspirator, was goal oriented. He was focused and he was dedicated to his goal. It is also said that Uncle Shakuni has broken his leg with the help of his father to remember that he has a goal in his life to end the Dhritarashtra's family. At each step, his leg used to pain because he has broken that leg. He used to remember the feelings of his father. He used to remember to the prison life and he used to cry. But later, when he killed 100 sons, he was gone in heaven because he was first goal oriented and he also fought in Mahabharata. He fought such a like that he died a warrior's, we can say, as he was martyred, warrior's death. Therefore, he was gone in heaven with the rest of Kauravas. So, our short podcast ends here. Hope you like it. Please subscribe to our channel, Motivational Guruji.